Cow milk versus buffalo milk, which one is actually healthiest? If you've ever stood in the dairy aisle, poured milk into your morning coffee, or grown up in a household where one type was the clear favorite, you've probably never thought twice about it. But around the world, this simple glass of milk can look very different. In many Western countries, cow milk is the default. In places like India and Pakistan, buffalo milk is often the richer, creamier staple. So, what really separates them? Stick around as we break down the facts, compare the nutrition, and uncover what truly sets these two everyday staples apart, right here on History of Simple Things. Cow milk comes from domesticated dairy cows, especially breeds like Holstein, Jersey, and Guernsey. These cows have been selectively bred for centuries to produce large quantities of milk. Buffalo milk comes from the water buffalo, particularly the river buffalo species, which are widely raised in South Asia and parts of Europe. Countries like India are actually the largest producers of buffalo milk in the world. Both animals are herbivores, both graze, both convert grass and feed into milk. But the milk they produce is surprisingly different, not just in taste, but in composition. And that's where things get interesting. Let's talk numbers. Buffalo milk is thicker, creamier, and richer. Why? Because it contains significantly more fat than cow milk. On average, cow milk contains around 3 to 4% fat, while buffalo milk can contain 6 to 8% fat, sometimes even more. That means buffalo milk is naturally higher in calories. A glass of buffalo milk can have about 30 to 40% more calories than the same amount of whole cow milk. So, if you're trying to gain weight, build muscle, or need extra energy, buffalo milk might actually be beneficial. But if you're watching your calorie intake or trying to lose weight, cow milk might be the lighter option. Fat content is one of the biggest differences, but it's not the only one. Both types of milk are excellent sources of protein, but buffalo milk has a slight edge. It generally contains more total protein per serving compared to cow milk. That makes it appealing for growing children, athletes, or people recovering from illness who need more nutrients in a smaller volume. However, more protein doesn't always mean better for everyone. Higher protein and fat also make buffalo milk heavier and slower to digest. Some people feel fuller longer after drinking it, while others may find it too rich. Cow milk, being slightly lighter, is often easier for everyday consumption, especially in large quantities. When it comes to calcium, both are strong contenders. Buffalo milk typically contains more calcium than cow milk. It's also higher in magnesium and phosphorus, which are important for bone health. That's one reason why buffalo milk is often used to make traditional dairy products like paneer and mozzarella. The higher mineral and fat content gives a better yield and a creamier texture. In fact, authentic Italian mozzarella di bufala is traditionally made from buffalo milk and is known for its rich flavor and soft texture. So, if your focus is bone strength and mineral intake, buffalo milk may offer a slight advantage. But cow milk still provides plenty of calcium for most people's daily needs. Here's something surprising. Despite being higher in fat, buffalo milk actually contains slightly less cholesterol than cow milk. However, and this is important because it has more total fat, it can still contribute more overall saturated fat to your diet. So, if you're concerned about heart health, it's not just about cholesterol. It's about total fat intake, your overall diet, and your lifestyle. Moderation matters more than the type. For people managing cholesterol levels, low-fat or skim versions of cow milk are often recommended. Taste is subjective, but texture isn't. Buffalo milk is noticeably thicker, whiter, and creamier. It has a slightly sweet, rich taste and produces more cream on top when boiled. Cow milk is lighter in texture and has a slightly yellowish tint due to beta-carotene, which buffalo milk lacks. That difference in beta-carotene also explains why butter made from cow milk tends to be more yellow, while buffalo milk butter is whiter. If you love rich desserts, creamy yogurt, and thick milkshakes, buffalo milk can be incredible. If you prefer something lighter for daily drinking, Cow milk usually feels less heavy. Now for the big question. There isn't a universal winner. Buffalo milk is higher in fat, higher in calories, slightly higher in protein, higher in calcium and minerals, and much creamier. While cow milk is lower in fat, lower in calories, slightly easier to digest, more widely available, and often better suited for weight control. So, which one is healthiest? If you need higher energy, are building muscle, or prefer rich dairy products, buffalo milk may be better for you. If you're managing weight, want something lighter, or drink milk daily in large amounts, cow milk may be the smarter choice. Health isn't just about nutrient density. It's about what fits your body, goals, and lifestyle. It's fascinating how two animals eating similar diets can produce milk that feels so different in your glass. In the end, both cow milk and buffalo milk are natural, nutrient-rich foods that humans have relied on for thousands of years. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.